You get somebody to read your screenplay. First, I want to differentiate between features and TV. There's, some commonalities and some differences. One of the things in common is I think the cheat is making a great pitch deck, a great pitch deck. And why is that? Because pitch decks are anywhere from 10 to 20 pages. It's a PDF you can email to people, and it takes 2 minutes to look at it. Whereas the screenplay I'm reading right now is going to take me 4 or 5 hours. If you can make a pitch deck that accurately reflects what your thing is, whether it's a TV series or whether it's a feature, you are going to get a lot more looks because you have quickly and simply communicated what your screenplay is, and it just allows people to engage all their critical faculties in order to assess whether or not your screenplay is within their mission parameters. For features, to get those out of the way, that's what I do. For features, you want to reach out directly to producers, to directors, to production companies. You have a lot of avenues there. And it's one of the reasons why I think focusing on features, if you're not in Los Angeles, is great, because it gives you so many more places to pitch your project. And that's just because so many more places make features than make TV. TV is very expensive, and the only people that make TV are studios and streamers. How do you pitch your TV series to Netflix, whatever? Well, you can't directly. If you're not in the industry, if you don't have those connections already, you can't. So you need to go to a producer who specializes in TV, but most likely a production company. You want to go to a production company because a production company that regularly produces stuff with Netflix is going to be the best home. Some production companies you can go to directly. Others you might need to have a meeting set up by an agent or manager. And this is where everybody gets afraid because they're like, I don't have an agent or manager. How do I make that work? Well, first of all, an agent is not going to be interested in you until you have a deal on the table. Agents are about closing deals. That's what they're there for. They close deals. You'll notice them disassociate if you don't have a deal on the table. Second you have a deal on the table, they're like, let's close this up. Managers are about building careers, so it's a little different, and they will take a look at you a little earlier in your development. But keep this in mind when you're looking for reps. They are looking to sell things, multiple things, not just one thing, not just one pilot. So you need to be writing multiple things. They get paid when your thing sells, and not everything you write is going to sell. So if you only have one thing to show them, one thing that's really ready to sell, then their estimation is like, look, if I read this, it's either going to sell and I get a commission, or it's not and it's a goose egg because I don't have anything else from this writer yet. And yeah, if your thing is really good, then they'll hold on to you, they'll take you out, to pitch or whatever. But if you don't have enough productivity, then they will bounce you after a while. If you don't sell anything in like a year or two, then they're going to drop you. But while you're reaching out and networking and trying to find out people that can help you pitch your thing, you need to get your productivity up to a professional productivity. Like you need to be writing, you need to be finishing 2 to 4 things a year that manager can move, that agent can sell. That is what is of value to them. They want to not just sign people that are talented, but sign people that are productive, because they get paid off that productivity. If you're only going to write something once every year, 2 years, 3 years, then their opportunity to make a commission off you is rare, and you're really not going to be their focus. In terms of finding these people, I really recommend trying to meet them in person. Go to festivals, go to networking events. If you don't live in LA or New York, then set aside money, save up money, get a part-time job to be able to go to Sundance, to be able to go to Toronto. You need to meet people in person. It's just a lot easier to assess how smart someone is, whether you'd want to work with them if you meet them for 2 minutes in person. Especially when you're meeting a representative, because they are selling a product, and the product is you. The product is you. It's not your script. They are selling you. When they call and set up the meeting, they're not setting up the meeting for a pilot. They're setting up the meeting for a person to pitch a project, hopefully multiple projects. Part of that calculus is meeting you in person and assessing whether or not they want to talk to you. They have to talk to you to develop you as professionals. So they are making this judgment about whether or not they want to spend time with you. So you get over a lot of those hurdles in 2 minutes when you shake hands in person.